Chapter 10. The Midterms. 1862 is the first election since hostilities began. It occurs on the heels of Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation in September. Republicans are anxious. Despite the nobleness of the proclamation and the rhetoric of abolitionists, the majority of whites in the North are still intolerant and fearful of what emancipation would mean to their own lives and livelihood. In the end, it could have been worse. November 4th, 1862.
This is Carter Anderson at the American News Network 1862 midterm election headquarters. Republicans have been very uneasy about this election, which comes less than 2 months after President Lincoln issued his Emancipation Proclamation. Almost immediately, Democrats made this election a referendum about abolitionism and white supremacy. The New York Democratic platform described the Emancipation Proclamation as a proposal for the butchery of women and children, for scenes of lust and raping, and of arson and murder. In Ohio, a Democratic newspaper editor was even more direct by writing, "A large majority can see no reason why they should be shot for the benefit of the niggers and the abolitionists." Since taking office in the spring of 1861, President Lincoln has had a House and Senate dominated by Republicans, as seats of seceded Southern states have remained vacant. That will change in the new year as Democrats registered significant gains in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and New York. All will be sending new Democratic majorities to Congress. Yet, these results do not tell the whole story. For that, let's go to Jackie Chase in Washington, D.C.
Carter, administration officials are certainly not pleased with the results, but they also recognize it could have been worse. The net loss of congressional seats is the smallest in 20 years, leaving Republicans still in control of the House with a 25-vote majority. In the Senate, Republicans actually gained 5 seats. Word from inside the White House is that, in light of the results, President Lincoln has no intention of altering his policies and prosecution of the war.
Fellow citizens of the Senate and House of Representatives, since your last annual assembling, another year of health and bountiful harvests has passed. And while it has not pleased the Almighty to bless us with the return of peace, we can but press on, guided by the best light He gives us, trusting that in His own good time and wise way, all will yet be well. On the 22nd day of September last, a proclamation was issued by the executive. Our strife pertains to ourselves, to the passing generations of men, and it can, without convulsion, be hushed forever with the passing of one generation. Without slavery, the rebellion could never have existed. Without slavery, it could not continue. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew. We must disenthrall ourselves, and then we shall save our country. Fellow citizens, we cannot escape history. We of this Congress and this administration will be remembered in spite of ourselves. No personal significance or insignificance can spare one or another of us. The fiery trial through which we pass will light us down, in honor or dishonor, to the latest generation. We say we are for the Union. The world will not forget that we say this. We know how to save the Union. The world knows we do know how to save it. We, even we here, hold the power and bear the responsibility. giving freedom to the slave, we assure freedom to the free, honorable alike in what we give and what we preserve. We shall nobly save, or meanly lose, the last best hope of earth. Other means may succeed, this could not fail. The way is plain, peaceful, generous, just a way which, if followed, the world will forever applaud, and God must forever bless.